OKFM 101.7.
Honorable Roxon Dafeamakpor MP for South Die. Na yenene ntwetwe enkomo. Honorable Memwaje.
Kwame mijosu bio michetifo nyina.
Atifo nyina joso na yenka bi nhyiemu na yate se VR wo mo se dam no ayema nti ese wo mo bie na ehwe no besen konye sa dam no bua asema de beba no na dam ni bebu di asem beba wo mo ko bie ena de yete ho su enie nipa more than 30,000 are displaced. Towns and cities are submerged enom ne de ade umpesua so wono moka ho
Kwame midase in fact it's only for your neighbor.
Hey,
But I say assembly by no the media no, you are not focusing on the issue properly. And then many we young to your bone and car as a way.
mpache you.
Dam na esi hono. Yeah, survey from 1954 to 1958. Me papa nom na year survey no. So ya di omu fi survey school na kwa survey no. And so na esi dam no from 59 to 1963. And I is only year dam no by 65. The dam is 400 kilometers long. You see a time no. It's Akosombo a call. It is no one 400 kilometers.
Hey,
Pame, Amaya, Alpha Dam, no, no, the AC, you won't be that since 1965. Dam, near Ma, you see, dam, near Ma, you see, your water dam. This is the first time, a year this way.
wow.
A year pay, yeah, you know, a year, but wait here. A yes, no, your line be lake no one your friend 280 contour. Yes, geographical concept. Area there. VR almost my nine entra. We see nine trains you found nine wow. But you see over time no a year say that. It just as say any it's a month for dog. Uko dam no one dam no. That is why we feed Ghana. Uko Kowa from plains south. Uko at a 101. That's a from ho. Uko Jura. Uko a from plains north, a from plains south. Uko Bia Yeti. Eba Ketekrati. Eba Biakuye. Eba Kwanta south. And son waba mi waba Pando, waba Fajato, waba North Dine, waba South Dine, waba Isujamai. This all go Gonja home now. Damn no for the past 3 years, no, you won't say it's sooner at all man with me. A man damn no I can give you the figure. For instance, as at December last year, VR in Nankasaka said Nsio Nejina Dam no. The height is 277.124 feet. Dam no, the capacity Ikutano is 278. Kwame Pacho what am I saying?
Meet your pa.
The Nsio it is a one crazy fee. The anchor said Nsio ya anchor and ma height is 278. Na Nsio ato na oba akacha so oh Papa, it's you know one question, 277. Then you want penaka, a bema, Uncle Naima. That is Uncle Naima. It's the end of year, so VR new as of December last year said the dam was full. They knew that the dam was full. If it's a should be out of 2023, they will have to fill. You right January this year, Kwame. January no, you say your February soon talk.
Mamuza, is it a case of say somebody slept on his job or his responsibility. Mate.
And by January, no, January, February, January, February, March, and then I started now. Start now. Then it's only James from April, May. Now by June, now April started. One is you were January, even the rains were heavier than in March. It is very new, say. From January, February, now it's April, dam. It was so heavy, said they had to start spilling. It is obvious dam by that time. Anka, a bekonya, a befa, Neymua, Nakuraku.
Me ba cho wo de wo ho experience kakra na ko mbetimi abie ne kakra kakra se bia we ni beto so no ma bie kakra sa.
Exactly.
Oh,
but that decision, no, they didn't take it. And after you take it, will be happening.
Baby, a swobi wo mu se ye ko bie gu na suo ni jai to a e be ma level no akofom.
Yes, but Bosumi bia is only top. Bosumi bia is only top. And Adam into no. The minimum operating level is 240 feet. No, 241 feet. Who will see a tie diamond 277 feet? Because you can operate between the level of 241 all the way to 278. Who will see tie down? Yeah, it is so. You say, damn, I am a year I show that they are done. You say, damn, maybe. Yes, I need a can. It's your name. And today, in fact, it's some who built the issue for several months back. And the almost manka dam anchor the general dam. I say, I am ma and say a big wafasu. Nama could be and almost be and so. What we say notice now a normal notice of spillage.
A normal notice. Say, oh, really, you best spill it, and you be who be asa.
Thank you. So, Omuka say, spill where I hear the yano, a historic, the volumes will be success. All the communities immediately adjoining the estuaries to evacuate. Then the president would have deployed soldiers or the security services to help with the evacuation. It's in Kofor died almost 60 years ago, 70 years ago, almost 60 it's almost 12 feet. Because someone said the giant show no more. It's show now 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers away, and I do your hope. It will be infinite. So after the American.
Met you.
But the notice didn't disclose that. The notice was formed. It's a normal notice. I said, you see this own bedroom can a normal notice. So the following communities take note. Asa? The ECG cassette. The Jana Yebe to Munu. If I Yebe to 2 light poles 90, more and more around will be answered in 1 year. People take extra caution. That's the point I'm making. So almost be dam now in the way almost be a good bone dam no within 24 hours I see bone 2 must spill. And then in any case bone is also managed by VRE. And almost be involved in na
obani enti omo hu nimdie no omo ehu se oh okay ade say the AC okay say 41 the example na aba 243 okay yemie 1 physical na 242 sa enyansa na ama ana mami example at me no can say of VRA website measure dam level from Saturday even with the spillage the dam is increasing. Who hear me? Even
with the spillage, you are here spilling. GRA is own figures. Actually, for instance, Saturday, the dam level was 277.16 feet.
Hey.
Yes. Kwesiada about 277.24 feet. And Monday I didn't pick the level. The picking level about 277.32. And not 2 for about 3 feet. And not pay me by picky. Which means that even with the spillage, what is flowing into the dam from the north, any Afram, any Uti, any dime, any white water, any black water, and those who say what they are spilling. So we are actually in a crisis. So what is the American? Any American, one figures.
Now, honorable, Meti Bibi say, yes, see, one more baby ye we no extra reason ade na ho no. Yeah, one more team, one more disetum, so that ensure benya that pathway akogu into the sea.
Kwame, it's a big joke. It's Obiaka Bibisa. It's a big lie. I've never seen DRA desalt the estuary. In fact, the people who have done some desalting, the people of Bato, because Anya Abigu bed, the river bed, a lot of the Udu Bato, some of the major workers, young boys, Omutu Anya, building this fine building sand. It's such a major business when you go to Bato. All the China traffic feed the way like the west of the east of Accra, the whole Nomukotania, ABC dime. So it is rather the people who have helped to take some sediments of the bed, not officer VI. In any case, Kwame, what has happened? The Sultan will help because the volume of water ever is greater than the estuary, the channel that it will flow through. So whether it is silt or not, it will still overflow into the adjoining lowland. That is what has happened. That is what has happened.
So far, me who pictures be I would be cross sending me. A dine be after this incident, Obia Kronwo, I will be at me. Kodan is Obugu.
Kwame, me persuasion no. That is pictures I mean, and you know, for me that's all me. The many pen am there at throne. The many jacket pet.
Wow.
If Gua is you a year after like half. A jebi. Kumbuni coffee, that way. Jackety. Germany, a horny jacket here no. Baby, I yet not deep channel. A horny and so nearly. Oh, as I can call.
Oh,
I took local. I got a case, son, Pita, Abui, Akpato, Golovime. Perfect, the district capital, was your Nano, your friend. Once I baby, I was your Nano, your friend, most of those is Yano. The whole imagery. A year in the sense for the Obose in jurisdiction, which means for the past 20 years, the water hasn't reached that level. A near to see, ye be a bet, a be a kube, incorporate dying. What's as happening in your it's only just as it is for a long time. No, don't have a question that. So that is and it's the problem along the entire water basin. And yet Southern Kwa. So that is the problem for the upstream. And to young Spillage dam no a bit me again. Because it's an engineering, it's a product of engineering. So there are checks, there are things that you must follow. There are protocols.
The problem no part the genesis of it, no, and say, nipe be an
people. That is why there must be an inquiry. That's why wasn't the decision taken in say March, April, May, June, July to spill because the inflows were still great. If we take the water level every day from January till date, you will say the water level has always been going up. So there was no entertaining any fear that when you spill, you won't get an inflow to bring the level back. Somebody is hiding something, a decision that ought to have been made timeously. Yankoti, meteorological services and a data. Now, would you pay? I only met you for energy.
Almost a day.
You see, go and see the engineers at VRA, the monies they take. How much pay? How many met you for energy? There's a whole department for this at VRA. There's a whole department for community engagement. That is how VRA is structured. It is a well-structured organization that takes care of all these issues. So the decision was taken, but somebody refused to implement it. And that we need to know. Why? Because the SNO, as I see, you did a year blue, a year moon, a year toes. It means in our cop. Dying echo. Now, in Slono, every now, it will take months for the water to receive. Because if you are too good, a form you require a hard drink count. So we are in for a long haul. So the government must begin to plan to deal with livelihoods and sustenance matter. And relief items how the people will survive for the next 1 year or 2 years. That is what I'm saying.
Hey, some can say.
Because maybe I depend on the bro in but
Minister of Agriculture, the government, like $40 million. Now what they be so farmers nasne no more
farming train. In Sioni Nyanwe, no akokasa ni pani kodo asase. Farming say obeye juma o okayfm a. Say this is studio de ma.
Ani
Mebwa.
Aye.
In a new studio ma, obi say obemwako how do you go on air? Assassin was you say only you will help farmers. Where would they go and farm? So it is I don't want to use this expression, but we are not tackling the matter methodically.
Mm-hmm.
We have to do the first thing first.
And which is
relocating the people.
Nipa over 30,000.
Now, Kwame, if you won't relocate them, what will you do? Will they live in the makeshift pavilion that's out for 2 years?
No.
Then you can say that you need to acquire fresh land, fresh farmland for them. And Satia, but a walking console kakra. You can't be talking about people going back to the land that are like 6 feet underwater. In some places, 2-3 meters underwater. As I say, a 96 right now, also you want to help them with $40 million. Would they cultivate in the water? No. Some of us are saying that we should be looking at the effect of Article 31 of the Constitution, which is the declaration of state of emergency. And the Constitution is very clear that you can declare state of emergency in an area.
No. Who declare state of emergency now? Actually, who church will be a what to mutie will be a taxi mutie.
I don't know. You see, when the president says, I need 1,000 soldiers to go on the ground and help, Parliament won't question you because Parliament would have approved of it. But if you don't declare state of emergency, now Who say because I'm commander in chief of the Ghana forces, you are deploying 1,000 soldiers? People will ask questions. Because you see, roads are ya engineer ya kasu kota. If you na yiri afa. Kwame.
Asemu.
If you are a kwanya ya engineer, your friend well engineer roads, ya gusu, ya diama contract, ya contractor abeye akasu kota, aka fasu, you see nafa. So new roads will have to be cut. You can't use the normal public procurement processes to deal with this matter. You need to deal with them. You need to reconstruct the area under emergency power. So you deploy the engineers in the army to bring equipment to cut new roads and construct new houses.
Yeah, from 64 regiment.
Thank you. 64 engineers.
Yes.
They build still bridges.
Sure.
Cutting new roads. That is how you handle the emergency. These things under emergency power. Because you see, say abaya ko waba or say miniska. So they have opened what we call the relief fund. We are kita kuwa, kita cap, kita some cap. Any excess that people should help us. That is not how you tackle this problem. Now, to say yes, let's Obi obenya mosquito coil, Obi obenya sato spray, Obi obenya Obi obenya tomato pepper, bini enfan koma and cough. No, because it's a disaster of a catastrophic scale. And Kwame under Article 31. It is the Council of State that should be meeting.
okayfm 101.
Because the president cannot just get up and declare state of emergency. The Council of State is the one that must meet. If you read 31.1, they must meet and take that decision and communicate to the president. And the president, the constitution there, he may act on it. But let them do it because that's their duty under the constitution as the constitutional body, Council of State. They should take that step. When the president does his duty, he will come to Parliament. Parliament too will play his role.
Hi.
So the call for the call for a state of emergency to be declared in the area is proper. And then yes, South Tony, North Tony, ni Angloni, Ada is full. The entire Volta basin needs to be reconsidered. Serious measures should be taken. Yes, by all means we are protecting the dam because it is the mainstay of the economy. So proper measures should be taken to safeguard the lives of the people who live around the dam. And so it has to be a holistic approach. But you must start doing the emergency interventions from now. Because of you self-contained 8 bedrooms they see in Solomon. Or dream who say it's only very amanasa and back. And that dynasty is shown for like 2-3 months. It's only we can now come and yet the over after a short period of time it will crumble.
Oh sure.
Meanwhile, people built those houses 50 years ago. The water has never gone there. Now you terra firma, now you ground. I mean, asasi yantama edakwa yakonwa na waiting in time, and then you have a fact. And Kwame, mami can home. In discussing all this is also the issue of compensation. For almost it's only a fire dam now. Up to now, VRA into a compensation. We should be visiting those matters. Because VRA must refocus on managing the dam and the resources that it brings. Idea where the people have gone back 50 years. Those who lost their land. The Imperials who were the whole two paramount areas, Parliament, Tongo 4, they lost their land, fertile land. VRA has to pay them the compensation. Edanya yesi ombe sisikwano usibi. Ya throw petition, trust. Ukwa no makata. So we must all wake up, Kwame. Me no kata ma bank crime. Me je fais bon. Me je fais éthique. Me je fais moi. Me je fais friend. Me je fais chance de board dance.
Na se obi besa obeboa wo a wonye dai
Kwame omo family okay studios. I will boa no na wa ma me assemblyman here no ma befa.
Oh okay ene wo de
campaign man Kwame na me bre.
Ena mo number bi so wo a bia nipa no be frɛ aka se oh me de koja okayfm na
ya flyer it be the flyer the be man
Mate.
Na momo de mo studio line aka. Kwame over 5,000 of my constituents.
Moya.
Germany one over 200 houses. We are even taking more data. And Kwame, the sign hadrin said because of saying and showing to it, a form you also hadrin. Is you agri, is your neighbor. You are quiet. Baby, I have got a consultant you form.
Na say ano areas say school down mu na mo house in be displaced
there be a lot of the schools also are affected sorry no mom na mo boy
say they be affected academic calendar mpo.
Yes, no, in addition to academic calendar, clinics, health centers. Baby, you will be not a baby. I said, in the corner. I want to see you. So we have real challenges, Kwame. And I say, clinic now, Hano, say, Juma, the next one, I'll be to me. You see, you are fine.
Oh.
And see, I think that the media should send your men to the field. They should go and cover some of these things extensively.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
They send your cameramen to go. 2-3 days. They will bring you serious pictures and videos.
Okay. All right, mami nyawa na fa we no send me na yenye call no sade be ya manfo so betimi abeboa.
Kwame mda.
Mesome da sepa honorable Roxon Dafeamakpor MP for South Die ene no atwetwe enkomo na
okayfm 101.7